Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Finance. Earlier this month, the minister delivered our government's fall economic statement, and with it, our plan to build Ontario together. The minister outlined a plan to make life more affordable for Ontarians across the province. It's a plan that also recognizes the unique challenges and opportunities in Northern Ontario. Could the minister please inform the House about the steps our government is taking to make life more affordable for families and individuals living in the North?
Good question.
Questions to the Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, I thank the member from Kitchener-Conestoga. Of course, he represents his members well and his constituents well, but of course he also grew up in the North. And so he appreciates the unique challenges that, and opportunities that face our citizens in the North. We understand that as a government, Mr. Speaker. That is why, in our fall economic statement, we have put forward the proposal to reduce the cost of living in the North by reducing the cost of aviation fuel, Mr. Speaker. Reducing a tax from 6.7 cents to 2.7 cents. And, Mr. Speaker, what does that mean? I often talk about affordability not as grandiose gestures, but tangible actions. That means reducing the cost of groceries for a family of four by $230, Mr. Speaker, a year, or reducing the cost of air travel by $135. And I'd ask, Mr. Speaker, our colleagues in the opposition, where the North is so well represented, how they plan to vote. I know they voted twice against reducing the cost of living in the North, but how they plan to vote when this comes for a final vote in this legislation.
The supplementary question.
Thank you, Speaker, and thank you to the minister for his answer. The proposed aviation fuel tax cut makes it abundantly clear that this is a government committed to supporting Northern Ontario. Our government is dedicated to making life more affordable for Ontarians across the province. No matter where you live, we want to put more money in your pocket and make it easier for families and individuals. Could the minister please inform the House about what other steps this government is taking to improve affordability?
Minister of Finance.
And I thank the member for the question. So the aviation fuel tax reduction will reduce the cost of living in Thunder Bay, in Timmins, and Sudbury across the North. And that's important. And again, I ask the members across the legislature to think about that. But, Mr. Speaker, that's not all this government has done. We've also introduced our low-income tax credit, Mr. Speaker. That 1.1 million Ontarians that will see a reduction in their costs and in fact, eliminate 580,000 Ontarians who make minimum wage from the tax rolls. Our low-income child care tax credit, Mr. Speaker, that targets the families most in need and will reduce costs by an average of $1,200, Mr. Speaker, for those families in child care. These are the specific actions we're taking. Again, not grandiose statements about making life affordable, but specific actions we're taking to make life more affordable.
Order.
And I join all our colleagues in the House to support these kinds of important actions.